Yo, what is up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? It's your boy Johnny, and today we're back with a brand new video. Now today we're going to be going over the best Apex Legends controller settings in Season 5 that can also be used when Season 6 officially comes out. Now I have made a previous video about this before, so if you want to go see that, then click on the top right of this video and give that a watch. But after using those settings for a while, I noticed that it was slightly dated, and that there's nothing against the settings themselves. It is just down to personal preference, and that I want to keep my settings as fresh as possible and keep you guys informed with what I use to get wins and badges for my legends as easily as possible. So today I'm going to be showing you guys my settings that I use now. So if you do end up using these settings, then please let me know what you think of them in the comment section down below. I would love to hear what you guys' thoughts are, and also while you're down there, feel free to subscribe and turn on post notifications. That way you don't miss out on another video. And with that being said, let's get right into it. Now, while I go through my settings, I just want to make you guys aware that these settings work for me, but they may or may not work for you. So all I want you guys to do is just take what you want from this, try new things out, and just see what is feeling more comfortable for yourself. Also, I want to give a massive shout out to Attached. His settings really did help me out, and it actually allowed me to find my own settings that I'm going to be showing you guys, and it makes me feel like a god. So if you haven't already, I seriously recommend you guys go ahead and check him out. Link is going to be in the description. And finally, I'm going to be going over more so my advanced look control settings. So if you guys aren't using ALC, I seriously recommend you guys take this opportunity and try this out for yourself. Trust me, you will not regret it. So let's go straight into it. And let's go and start off with the ALC, and we'll start off with the dead zone. So the dead zone, if you guys don't know what dead zone is, it is the amount of stick input you put into the controller that actually doesn't register. So the smaller the dead zone actually is, the more sensitive your stick is going to be. So generally you want to keep this as small as possible, unless you start getting something called stick drift, which is where you start using your stick, or you don't actually start using your stick and your character starts swaying to the left or right on its own very slowly. So I like to keep mine 2 to 3 ticks to the right from the bottom, so just like this, and that just seems really to be the sweet spot, to be fair. Next one's going to be outer threshold. You really don't have to mess around with this one, therefore I like to just keep that onto the default. As for the response curve, again, I've messed around with it a couple of times. I've gone 2 ticks to the right and 2 ticks below, but just staying in the default position, it just seems like it is the best for me, so I just like to keep this one on default. Next one, which is a pretty basic thing, but it is very, very useful, and I seriously recommend you guys try it out. These are the per optic settings. So the per optic settings, you guys want to keep this one on 1. You want to get your 2 times optics of 1.2, 3 times optics of 1.4, and then your 4 times you want to get up to 2, and then all the rest you want to get up to 3 sensitivity. Now the reason why I like to say this is very useful is because the per optic ADS sensitivity actually allows you to get that extra bit of ADS movement when aiming down the sights and trying to pick off enemies, especially if you're at a longer sight. And obviously if you guys are using more of a bigger sight, like the 4 times and 8 times optics, you guys will notice that it is a bit difficult to sway left to right or actually pick up enemies at a quicker pace compared to the 1 times optics or iron sights. So always increasing your per optic ADS sensitivity will massively and drastically make a difference for you guys. So I seriously recommend you try these ones out. So the yaw speed, you want to go to the basic, and then you want to go 6 to the right or 8 to the right if you really want to. Your yaw speed is basically your sensitivity when looking left or right, and as for the pitch speed, I like to keep 6 to 8 to the right as well. Just like to keep it a little bit even, the same, near enough as the yaw speed, so you know it's all good from there. Turning extra yaw, I like to go 2 times to the left of the default, and then turning extra pitch, I just like to keep it standard, keep it normal. Ramp up time and ramp up delay, you want to turn these bad boys literally all the way down. You don't need any like delays or anything whatsoever. So I don't get why people like the little delay. If you don't know what ramping up delay is, it's basically the amount of time it takes for you to get to your max stick sensitivity, where the turning extra yaw will start kicking in. So I don't understand why people like to keep a delay on there, but if you guys do, then tell me in the comment section down below why you do it. I'd love to hear what your guys' thoughts are. Next, we're going to move on to the aiming down sight, yaw speed and pitch speed. Again, it's the exact same thing as what it is with the normal yaw speed and pitch speed. It's just that you're aiming down sights. With the yaw speed for aiming down sights, I like to keep 2 ticks over to the right, and as for the pitch speed, I like to keep that 1 tick over to the right. I don't really need to mess with this too much. Like, I could more than happily put this all the way up to the top, but I feel like it'd be super uncontrollable, especially because we're using the per optic sights and we've already put an aiming down sight sensitivity on these anyway. Next, for the aiming down sight, turn in extra yaw and extra pitch. I like to keep these all the way down. Normally they are at the default, which is about here. Just turn them all the way down. You don't need any more extra like sensitivity when turning like left or right or up and down. Again, like I said, with the per optic sights and the per optic settings, they're going to do you justice anyway, so you don't need to put any extra amount of effort in there whatsoever. As for the aiming down sight, turn in ramp up time and ramp up delay. I seriously just recommend you turn these off. It's the exact same as the turning ramp up delay and time, except the aiming down sight. So just turn these all the way down, and then target compensation and melee target compensation. You just want to keep these on, because if you don't, you're just going to be kissing goodbye to your aim assist. So yeah, that is literally all my settings. They are pretty basic, pretty, you know, normal, but trust me, these do work. So guys, if you want to see any more best controller settings from myself, then guys, tell me in the comment section down below. And also, while you're down there, make sure you do smash the like button, subscribe if you're new already, and don't forget to turn on post notifications. That way you don't miss out on another video. Guys, my name's been Johnny. You guys have been fantastic, and as always, have an amazing day. Take care and peace.